Hello everyone, welcome to another YouTube video. I know it's been a while, I'm sorry. As I've said previously, YouTube videos take a lot of time, and I've been very busy, so it's been slacking, I know. But I am here. Here we are. We're gonna do another speed paint. Also, just wanted to give you guys a heads up. My YouTube channel is going to change just a little, not too much, but in regards to the content I'm posting, I really do enjoy doing game highlights. However, they are extremely time consuming, and it wasn't the most popular thing. People didn't really, I guess it was probably because of the game I was playing, but also, they're just, they're long, and they're all on my Twitch channel anyway. So I'm going to change up a little bit. I have a new series surprise for you guys that I'm going to start this week. Probably, let's see, what is today? Today is Tuesday. On Thursday, I think I will be starting it. So, yeah, keep your eyes out for that. It's going to be really fun. I'm super excited. It's going to be art related because that's what I do. That's what I am. I wasn't even originally going to have gaming content on my YouTube, but I'm not where I want to be in regards to art skill yet, so I was hesitant to post it. However, I brainstormed with a friend and I came up with some ideas to maybe meet myself halfway, I guess you could say. So, anyways, that's the update, life update. And yeah, we'll just get right into it. Today we're going to be doing another speed paint, and this is of something I'm pretty proud of. It was very difficult. So if anything looks wonky or anything, I'm aware of it. It was a very difficult piece, but I'm happy with where I got. And yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, so this is the piece we are going to be looking at today. As I said, I'm very happy with the coloring, and it's a very difficult perspective because it is lower, and you don't really see human bodies from this angle very much, so it was pretty difficult to get the right proportions and everything. But I think I did pretty good for my skill level, and honestly, I don't know if I would do anything different now, because I really did do my best, and that's what matters to me. But anyways, we're gonna be going over the speed paint of this, so hope y'all are ready for that. Alright, and here we are. So we start off with the sketch as usual. I started off very rough on this one, and I think that really helped to get my idea solidified. Here I am putting a little bit more refined but still pretty rough idea down. It was very difficult to do this. I had a very hard time figuring out the legs, so obviously I just kind of cheated and cut them out. But I started sketching and I realized I absolutely hated it, and I definitely did not have the right perspective. So I actually got I got someone to pose for me, and I used that picture, and I think it really helped. So, troubleshooting, and here I am drawing in all the details. I'm actually very happy with his face. Again, it's a very hard angle to draw from, so I'm extremely happy with how I did it. I thought his hair looked really funny at first. It looked like he had been electrocuted, and I thought that was, it's not funny, but yeah. So this is me. I like to use my own hands as a reference because they're right there, and also I can put them in any shape I want. I also think my hands are good references. They're just kind of basic hands. There's nothing special about them, so I can kind of manipulate them. I can make them thinner or thicker or longer and lankier, or not as thick. There's a lot of things I can do with them. So yeah, I like using my own hands as references. So this is me figuring it out. I had to pull in a skull drawing because I've only drawn a skull one other time, so I wasn't really sure what I was doing. And this is me putting in a sketch. I decided he looked way too thin, and I didn't like it, so here we are. And then putting in his scars, I had to look up a picture of this because I couldn't think of what his scars looked like. And this is me realizing that I colored in the wrong parts of his scars, which was kind of stupid, but it's okay. But I'm going over it again. It was an easy fix. Putting in more stuff. This is just kind of for me personally to know where the scars are, because I can get it mixed up sometimes, as you just saw. So whenever I do this, this is just part of the sketch and part of me just telling myself, hey, this is where the scars are. I actually used a boot of my own for the bottom of the shoe because, it was right there and I could just put it on the desk. This is me filming TikToks. Alright, and now we're restarting for the coloring process. So I was very unhappy with how the perspective was. It wasn't what it was in my head, so I kind of workshopped it a bit after I filmed that TikTok. You can see I used Liquify a lot. It's hard to tell what exactly tool I used, but that's what I did. I used Liquify a lot, and I fixed it again, and then here we are. I cut it off a little too. I realized his legs looked too small to be on his body, and I didn't really know how to fix it, so I just kind of cropped the canvas a little. And I actually think it kind of makes the perspective look better to have a shorter canvas. It's more in your face, in my opinion. However, yeah, I just did that because I didn't feel like drawing the other shoe. Shoes are annoying and hard, and I don't draw them very often, so not very good at that. Again, this is me, because this is a full realism piece, I have to make the line art kind of opaque because I need to see exactly where I'm going. It's very, very crucial for my line art, for my line art to be opaque, so when I'm coloring, I can color right up to where the line art is. And then here we're doing the pants color. Nothing is ever truly black. If something is black, it's actually dark gray. And then just lining everything. This took so long, just because of the nature of the bottom of the shoe. It was kind of ridiculous. And we're just doing the chair. I couldn't decide on the chair color, so I kind of just closed my eyes and picked a color on the color wheel. It turned out nicely. I actually quite like how the chair turned out in the color. And I'm also realizing now, literally right now, as I'm looking at it, it's the same color as his jacket, so no wonder it looked nice. So, not quite. It's not quite as dark as his jacket is, but yeah, it's basically the same color as his jacket, so that's probably why it looked nice. But yeah, it was a little bit hard to distinguish his shoes from his pants, because they're both technically black. So I had to get a little creative, and so I made his pants kind of dark gray. I made them kind of like more sweatpantsy instead of his actual like tight black leather pants that he actually wears. Also, tight pants are kind of annoying to draw. The folds in them can be a little bit annoying. I like baggy pants. I think they're much better. I had to look at a reference for his pants too. That one was hard because folds in fabric it's just never easy. This is me doing the lighting. I like to use a blue for him because it makes him look a little sicklier, and he's kind of a sickly boy, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we're just going in, blending up at the top. I really liked it so far. I still really like this piece. I will say, if I did have to do it again, I got a little tired of it after a while. I worked on it for a long time. I don't remember exactly how long it took me, but I worked on it for a long time. So I kind of towards the end, I got tired of it. So on like the boots and the skull, I kind of slacked on the detail. But, it's okay. I think they're not really the main focus, so I think it's okay for now. But if I had to go back and do it again, I would probably kind of just add more detail to that because I just was getting tired. Sometimes if I work on a piece for too long, I just get burnt out and I'm ready to start something new. And that's kind of what happened with this one. It's hard to tell, but I'm adding shading to the skin and I'm blending it. There we go. Now you can tell. Yeah, I'm just I like to experiment with putting things on like different filters. I have lately really liked using Multiply. I find it adds like a perfect kind of darker skinned, like a darker tone to the skin, like perfect for shadows and, divots and stuff. But that's just me. There's so many color options. I'm also a really big fan of Color Dodge and Color Burn for like shadows and stuff. Add is a great one for highlights and any kind of shine or shininess. I love it. So I like to experiment with the different ones because it's just, I feel like it's really good to know your stuff. And then here I am putting in the shadows, still very happy with it. It's very hard to tell. There's not very many drop shadows in this piece. Even though it's a dark piece, there's just not many because his whole body is basically in shadow. So, and then just, miscellaneous. And here I am adding the highlights. I also did use the add filter here. Highlights are really important to make things look rounded. If you don't have a highlight, it kind of can make things look flat. So if you're wondering why your piece doesn't look like it's popping out of the page, it's probably because you need more highlights or, just brighter highlights or whatever. Just look at the highlights and play around with them. So I had to change the background color to a different color because I couldn't see. I like to put a little white around the edges because, I don't know, I think it makes it pop a little bit more. But when the background is white, I can't tell that I'm putting white on the edges because it just makes it look like I'm erasing the edge. So I have to change the background color really quick. But yeah, here I am putting shading on his burnt skin. I've been really trying to play around with his burnt skin and how I want to do it. I still haven't really found a way that I like to do it, but it may take me some time. I do it how they do it in the anime, but since I'm mostly a realism artist, I can't really keep doing that because it doesn't look realistic. It's literally burnt and decaying flesh, so I just need to experiment more with it. But this is me trying out another thing. Every time I draw him, his skin at this moment in time is probably gonna look a little different because I'm just trying different things. And this is me just shading, blending, stuff like that. I actually decided, after I did this, that I didn't like how prominent his abs were. He's definitely fit, but he's not like Mr. Muscle. He's like a lean fit. So I go back and kind of tone them down a little. I don't know, I just was like, these are too much. They're in my eyes too much. They look like, I don't know. I just don't feel like he would have something like that on him. So I go back and tone it down a little. And here I am adding the drop shadows. There's a lot of them because he has staples. And I kind of add drop shadows to every staple, which is extremely time consuming. I think the thing that takes me the longest whenever I draw Dabi is the staples, because every staple has the staple pulls his skin a little, so it creates a fold in his skin, and every staple has at least one or two folds in his skin where it's pulling, and every fold has a highlight and a shadow. So it takes me a very long time to add that detail to his staples. And I know it's not really something it sounds like it's not really something you can see, but it really does make a difference on the overall picture. They're just easier to see. They're just there more. They're on his body instead of just hovering over, on top of them. And you can see them right now, actually, those little lines coming off of the staples. That's the highlight to the little folds. That sounds really weird to say. But yeah, I'm just blending it, and you'll see it get blended. And he looks very shiny right now because I haven't added any texture to his skin whatsoever. So don't worry, it's coming. I'm right in the middle of his chest, blending it out, adding some shadows, well, excuse me, not shadows. Shadows are already there. Adding some highlights, and just going around. I really do like to add, I don't know if you guys can tell, I certainly can, but around his arm that's being held up, it just really makes a difference to have his arm highlighted like around the edges with that white. It just really changes everything. Here I am doing the pants. I just kind of figured out how to do pants. Or excuse me, not pants specifically, but like fabric. I'm not the best at it. I don't draw fabric very often for this exact reason, because I'm not good at it, which it's just kind of a continuous loop at this point. But I kind of figured it out here, which I'm really happy about. And I think I got it, which is nice. I do wish I kept the line art for his shoe. I feel like if it was a little sharper, I would have liked it better. But that's okay. It can be a worn down shoe, I suppose. And that was me doing the skull. Here's me doing some last minute details. This is me feathering his hair at the top. Very important detail if you want it to look more realistic and less like anime, which is either that's a completely artist choice, it's a completely your style choice, whatever you want. I personally, when it's colored realistically, I like to make the hair also look realistic, but that is just my decision. And you can keep it in the anime style with its spikiness, or you can do the realism. It's totally not like it's totally whoever's drawing's choice. Just doing the eyes and the tongue, and I really, really like how I did his eyes. I've been experimenting with how to do eyes lately. I think I've got it, but always good to just kind of mess around with it whenever you can, especially on a character I've drawn as much as Dabi. I have the freedom to do it because I know what I can do. And this is me adding lighting and, just overall just ambiance. Added some shine to his piercings. This is me filming TikToks. Sorry for the strobiness. I added fire at the last minute because I don't know, I felt like it needed fire. And here's the drawing. Again, I really like it. I think if I were to do it again, I would spend more time on the shoe and the skull, and I would probably make his burnt skin look more rough. It's pretty shiny, and it seems like just purple normal skin. But other than that, I'm very proud of what I did in this drawing. It was a very difficult perspective, and I am not used to doing difficult perspectives. I kind of, I'm good at the normal is basically what I'd like to say. I'm pretty decent at just coloring, or not even just coloring, at drawing just face on, side profile, front profile, and just maybe a head tilt here and there. But I've really been trying to start expanding and having more fun perspectives and fun head positions, and I think I really did a good job with this piece considering I've never done anything like it before. Also compositionally, I think I did a good job just making it look interesting and making it fun to look at. So yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm maybe 3 years down the line I'll redo it. I've been thinking about doing that, redoing some old art. But that's later down the line. I'm not that good yet. Alright, and that is the video for today. I hope you all enjoyed. It means a lot if you liked, subscribed, and commented. I work really hard on these, so support is very appreciated. And yeah, just hope you enjoyed. I actually just recently opened a print shop, so if you really liked this piece or any of the others that I've gone over on my channel, they are available on my print shop, and if for some reason they're not, just message me on pretty much any platform. I have an account, and I can add a print that if you would like that. I really only added prints that I felt would look good on a poster, or was clean enough to be printed out. However, if for some reason there's one that isn't there that you really want, just let me know and I can put it up super easy. But you just have to let me know. But this particular piece is up on my print shop if you really like it. And that would also be really awesome. It was kind of surreal to open it. I've always kind of dreamed of having my art in people's houses and people enjoying my art like that. So it would mean a lot if y'all supported. It's not crazy expensive. I tried to make the prices, not really that expensive because I know I want to make everything I do accessible to just about everyone while still, making a living wage off of it. So, but yeah, that's the video for today. I know I've talked a lot. I've missed doing this, so I'm kind of rambling. So I'll shut up now. Print shop is in the link tree in my bio. I will also put it in the description. So if you're too lazy to go to my bio, which is understandable, you can do that. And yeah, I will hopefully see y'all next time with the new series I'm starting. Woo!